I'm standing upstairs and I'm oh God. Right, well, there's no need to inspect that any further. Let's just go. Let's just go, we're running out of time. Tag team. We had to partake, sooner or later, of the magnificent Anchor Beard himself, Pirate of the Seven Seas, and his friend, with a more ordinary beard. Here we are. They may fight after the tragedy in the fifth one. They finally fight one by one. They go in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. And now, we'll all get out of the rain, won't we? In the end. I'm not purple anymore, you can trust me. I might be purple later, we don't know. Miguel might have a purple mode. We don't know. He refuses to talk about it. The stigma around being purple! It's a very sort of... That was a visceral stumble. It was like, oh god. Lonk. Right. It's time. Well, it's time. No, scoop. No, scoop. No, scoop. No, scoop. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Scoop not, then. Scoop not, you merry fuckleman. Let's get where we want to be. No. I can put all my fists on you that I like. But sooner or later you must poke. Poke with my palms. Poke with my palms, not with your mind. No. Fireball! Naturally it doesn't quite do anything. Unless I'm lucky. I wasn't. Ugh. No, you don't understand. Ugh. Well, I can't do my chops. If I can't do my chops and I can't tell you to expect a sunflower in the post tomorrow morning, then take this! Ha-ha! Yes, the mighty. I sort of like the tag pairings in this, because it sort of encourages you to learn the lore a little bit. What was the... Oh, a little bit. Oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that as much. I don't like that as much when my feet go wrong, but I do enjoy... Here's our hands, look, mine's facing down, his is facing directly towards you. For a combination, diagonally down and back diagonally. We'll look at that. Everybody seems to be wearing bandanas and carrying bamboo shoots near me today. I'm a little concerned. Oh ho! Hey! Oh ho! No! Hey! Oh ho! I'm not, as you may have gathered, an expert. My usual crash course is that Jinpachi's got a lot of just like the move is 2 hits. The move is 2 hits. Even a lot of the more basic combos that are like with this guy, you can just press circle 3 times and it'll do this. Jinpachi doesn't have that, really. He's very... Oh, he's deliberate. He responds well to passive Ps. No. You must not be allowed in my bakery. Not with your shoes on. Not with your shoes on, not with the mystery still unsolved. If you won't take it seriously when I call myself Betty Poirus, then you don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. Burst into flames. Burst into flames more. Oh, I like flames more. Flames more flungleby. Nope. 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 No. Nope. 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 I need you on the bank. Get there now. Now I can turn round and sort of put my leg there in the hopes that one day it might become mighty.
Get ready for the next
Eventually I'll find the place where you put legs to make them strong. Alright, it's just a matter of time. Statistically, if I put my leg in enough places... Everybody's got a bandana! What's going on? It's the Crumbus meeting, apparently. Oh, well, I was gearing up to really do my neck. Haha. Right. No. Right. Here's my grievance. Now that move, when it hits someone, when the last hit of that hits someone in the air, you can hit triangle again to transition into a grab. But not if you do it with that one. The move that knocks them into the air and allows you to go into that stance to do that move. I don't know what the game's playing at. It seems like a cruel joke. It seems like a scoop. No, you're not scooping according to specification. Yes. Oh, floated up just to float down. Take these. Oh, we don't get the. Oh, I've put my hand through your dick, sir, and for that I apologise somewhat. I think it's a shame that I've done it. And what's even worse is that I'm probably going to do it again. Aha. Be inflamed. No, I can't. I can probably look up the true mind of the world to see how I'm meant to, what the best way to get into that is. Or I could just sort of fuck about. I could have sworn. Is it? Oh, here we go. It's slightly different. It's slightly different. You use a different arm. I get my arms confused sometimes, and that's usually fine, but once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, it wasn't. And that memory has just stayed with me, and now I remember that moment of insecurity every time I try to do it now. And it psychosomatically holds me. Don't do squats while holding a tulip! With a bear on your head and a song in your heart. I feel like I've warned you about this more than enough times. Go to the sleep. No, full move, yes. Burn a bit. This is my friend Barnabas. Yelling at you near the lovely... Is that a reindeer? There's Santas of varying heights. People aren't that tall. There's a very tall Santa eating a chicken leg and having a blast. That one's lecturing another reindeer using the meat. Oh, we're getting another one of Santa's meat lectures. I don't believe it. How many times does it have to happen before you start believing it? Boff. 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 Oh, boff, I can open you up to criticism. Well, none of that mattered today. So let's all go away. Haha. Oh, there's the actual one, you can see because he's flying magic. All the other Santas are just pretending. They're the various body doubles he has in case of assassination. I'm paying these Santas to die. Oh my. That's what mole Santas don't understand. They don't realise the risk a lot of the time. They need a better union. But then again, don't we all? We need ones that fit crossbows to your arms. It's time to be cowboys in the fighting tournament for better wages. Of course, in the context of unions, I mean that metaphorically, but you can also be a literal cowboy if you think it'll help. I will follow you to the ends of the ends. And I'll be really silly as I do it. I want this. Where's his move that he liked doing to me every 5 minutes? Where you just stun somebody forever? Is my question. Where did that go when I stood to benefit? I'm sure it's in here, but way less effective. But I feel like... I felt like Scoopy, and you've met your doom.
Fight.
Scooby-Doom! Oh, Scooby-Doom! Oh no, look at this. Oh yes, look at piss. No, boy. I think your son is full of gold. I think you ought to report it to the Plembo. The Plembo of the coins, who always says it's a coin. And then everybody will believe you forever, because they might not have before. Alright, if you want everyone to know that it's money, the Plembo is your friend. Unless the Plembo is your mortal enemy, for some unrelated reason. You'd hope that he'd put his differences aside for the sake of professionalism. But in those cases, we just have to accept that there is a conflict of interests there, and a secondary Plembo is elected. By popular vote. By a popular goat. These are the facts. Me when I panic while holding a bamboo shoot. Now I realise that that's just sort of like necessary to establish a character, but also it does rather imply a scenario in which you have entered a fighting tournament unwittingly. I do have to wonder what in the narrative heck is going on with this snake for me. Because I could have said snack, and then that would have been fantastic. And everybody would have said how fantastic I was. I feel like the animation of his up jump and kicky woo. Right, I'm gonna find it, hang on. Yeah. It looked like there was a second part to, just in the way the animations were set up, it looked like there was a second part to that move that I haven't discovered. You can tell these things if you spend a ridiculously long enough time in the game, looking at all the ways that people go. I saw this one as well. Just an ordinary punch, an ordinary punch. Oh. When Muriel... Oh, it wasn't quite as continuous. You feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a Wang Jinpachi. But no. There's no heartbeats. I don't feel your heartbeat to the beat of the drum. And you came here alone, furthermore. Yes. Now we face ourselves with a red little band. I will win prizes from defeating me. But green trousers. No green trousers! Oh, green trousers, oh, green trousers, oh, green trousers, oh, green trousers. It's great. It's great when you have green trousers. It's really nice. It's really nice. I think it's fantastic. You need... Right, and then... Oh, hey, oh! No! No, get your blood out of the laundry. It's... I mean, I guess that's the point of washing it. But there we have it, folks. Sometimes you just can't cope with the laundry when it's bleeding at you. This message brought to you by the Silent Hill Laundromat and Carnival. Ah! That's pretty much the entirety of my neck. No! Oh, great. When you set me on fire, I'm too much of a fool. You took my foolishness pennies and you gave them back twice-fold. Knowing that it would make me tremendously unready to deal and cope with you. Take your neck off. Take these. And take these again. Oh! I can do a sort of diagonal whoosh. No! Oh, of course. Of course! Yes! I had a feeling! Acting on presumption, I burn my son. Oh, yes, a weeby. That's the ho yes weeby. There's no stopping it. There's no stopping me. There's no really fighting near the cow skull degree. Yes, that's right, I have a degree in cow skulls. can tell what one is. I've got a piece of paper proving that I did the lessons correctly. You've no reason to doubt me. Please stop punching me in the dark. No. Well, my refusal almost went through, but I didn't submit the final paperwork in time. And now I can sort of summon the courage and sweep you off your feet. But once upon a time there was a wombat in the Dino... Dino? There was a wombat in the Dino, but I didn't mean to talk about that. In fact, I don't think I'm allowed. I'm under a Dino NDA. Not to be confused with Dino DNA. That was where the whole confusion set off. That's why all the dinosaurs went bad. They weren't even supposed to be making a big dinosaur theme park. They were supposed to be not talking about whatever the fuck I just said.
Get ready for the next battle.
But enough about that. Here's an ogre to punch. He's got a beard. In case any of you were afraid that he might not. Floofus. Floofus snake. Rawr. I'm too strong sometimes, and then I get upset.
Round 1.
This is the truth behind the final fish incident. The last fish remaining was always too fast for my liking. Ha! You're not going to get any good out of these. No, I know you like doing your little backflips and it's cool. But what if it's morally wrong? Burn. Oh. Burn. This is really juddering out the knot. Hello. Let's make the most of your eyes, and then we will die. You flooped and flooped and flew in the air. Take your back away. Oh, I wish I do my slippy slide on all the bananas. Every banana you've ever built will crumble to dust before my leg, look. I'm determined. The legs of determination will go whoo! Ow. I'd like it if that didn't go who. Take him. Yes, I might. I might as well. For it is in glory that I find my pyjamas. Right where I left them. In glory room, pyjama land, where we keep your pyjamas safe. We think it's great, we think it's grand. I hope you won't displease the wraith. Look, the safety of your pyjamas is contingent upon the participation of the wraith. I shouldn't have let myself stop to think about that. Little tip for for anyone looking to talk about the important pyjamas for a living, alright? The moment you allow yourself to actually consider what you've just said in the moment, that is a death knell. Alright? If you're doing pyjama advocacy, don't think, feel. Feel with your trousers. Oh yes, I've got all my little hands posted all up and down them. And now... well, now it's time for you to just get rather upset. No, don't upset me in the sky with diamonds. Look, go, no. Well, now I need to headbutt you into my friend again. You've not solved goat's cheese hell. You've not solved... this looks like it should go into something and all. I was really upset that I've slapped you in the tit. We're learning a lot about what animations look like he goes. Because it's all, especially now, because it's all so fluid. Like, you can tell it's part of another string. You can tell the strings that are part of you and the ones that aren't are real. Right, fall for this. Fall for this! You don't fall for any of my big attacks. I didn't actually mean to do the grab there, but, you know... a crab here and there will really, really be good. Fire. I just wanted good fire. Oh no. Oh no. Ha. Ooh, no. Oh. Oh god, I've remembered this. I'm going to lose because I've remembered this. Oh no. I wanted to do it. Look at me. I'm put you through it. Yeah. Oh. Your legs were faster in the end. Oh god. Oh, I teleport though. Oh, you went low.
Final round.
You went low with your shoes on. Actually, you're not wearing shoes, but maybe ink is your shoes. What if the real ink is the shoes we put on? Nobody ever thinks about that. You all just tread ink into the pavement every day. It's very upsetting. Oh, oh god, I've remembered it again, I've remembered it again, I've remembered it again, oh dear. No, look. Well, it hit, sort of, but it didn't. Not in a way that mattered. Oh, no. Oh god, oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, oh, oh. Marvellous. Second dan for my friend, and now we're all going home. Oh. Well, I really punched the wolves out of you that time. Much of the denizens of the deep don't realise. All over. Thank you for doing so. I'm angry, purple lad. It's time to settle the score within the doors. I dislike you and I'm glowing about it. How dare you have regained your youth when I'm purple? Yes. You really should stop that bad habit of yours. Pay for it. All smoke's coming off of me. But I'm standing here being Heihachi Mishima no matter what. I'm really good at standing against purple. Oh, but I've got more, look. You weren't expecting this many, were you? He's got to block it now. But it shan't win. Please turn to dust. Well, that was the story of how I incinerated my son. Anywho, I threw him off the ultimate cliff. No, he doesn't throw people off cliffs to resolve his problems, because that's the difference, is that he'll just set fire to them with all of his purple energy. Like a sensible parent. Anyway, goodbye. See you next time for another one.